Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the beautiful Sipsco Coast. Man, so many people are saying that I missed some sort of opportunity to call it Sips Coast. Sips Coast. I don't know about that. I don't feel like it does roll off the tongue. I prefer having extra syllables, Sipsco Coast, because I feel like it's just a better value. You get more for your money that way. And I don't find it much of a tongue twister at all. I certainly don't find it as much of a twister as I find this, for instance. I mean, that just looks painful. But there you go. We're back. Donutsville is, well, on its way. I mean, we're taking it slow. And it's quite nice, actually. It's nice to have like a slow pace and just sort of like plan things out somewhat. And see how we go. It's good fun. I quite like to play city builders like that from time to time. Other times I just make a big grid and just slap everything in there and try to get like million population straight away or whatever. But like I was saying, it is nice sometimes to just take it easy and have like these little hamlets and villages and stuff and admire all the cool little buildings. And of course, more interestingly for Donutsville, all the cool donut stores that are lining the corners of, well, Main Street, I guess. This is like some sort of Main Street. What do we need? We need houses, apparently. We need some commercial buildings, although I think Donutsville is kind of covered for donuts for the time being. So let's sort of like flesh it out a little bit, I guess. We'll have like a road that comes down here. It's like a straight road that comes down here. We can also have a straight road that comes down here. And we want to have like little sort of like windy roads that make up like little sort of like neighborhoods and stuff like that. And we'll have like this big intersection, the sort of hub of Donutsville. And then further along, we can maybe have something else over here that connects up to this like tip of this donger that we've made somehow. I mean, I won't blame you guys. It's all me. I made this by accident. And I mean, it looks disgusting. But it works. I mean, look at the traffic is quite happily flowing onto the highway there, no problem. So that's at least something. There's an abandoned building here. That's fine. We'll knock those down after. We'll build some residential so that we can... Do we want to use, like, dirt roads? 2-lane gravel roads? Probably not, right? I mean, it's probably okay to just have, like, proper 2-lane roads. And then they can just sort of, like, snake off the main road into the back here. We can make like a nice little like neighborhood or something like under the power lines. And of course that can be then, taken by John Grisham and made into like a novel where somebody tries to sue the city for having power lines too close to the houses. I mean, Donutsville isn't ready for that kind of class action lawsuit. It's only a small town of 246 people. I mean, what the heck are they supposed to do when John Grisham turns up with his team of crack lawyers and tries to sink the whole thing? I mean, there'll be no donuts for anyone then. Sipsco Coast will suffer greatly as a result, of course. Do we want this to wind like into here? I think we probably do, actually. Quite like all this like winding roads and stuff like that. They don't have to be like too windy, but we want this to be like some sort of like little like suburb or something. We'll have like a lot of residential houses in here. It won't be too busy. It'll just be like light residential. We don't want like too many intersections and stuff. So we'll have like something else coming off here maybe, and it can curve around to like here, maybe do like some sort of like curving. There we go. Look at this professional level of curving. It's quite nice actually. And then I can like just finish up, I don't know, like here or something. Does that work? That kind of works. So there'll be like a lot of houses and stuff, and then maybe like in here too, and then it'll just sort of like sprawl out a little bit. We'll just like keep it sprawling out. Look, we want to have some more like come down here. Again, we don't want like too many intersections, so we'll have something sort of coming out like this. We'll make like we'll leave a lot of room for like trees and stuff too. It'd be quite nice. Actually, this will work. We could do something like this, where like sort of. It's like a big sort of roundabout. Does that look like any sort of male or female genitals at all? No. So we should be covered in that sense. That's fine. We've got this nice little sort of Donutsville area here where we're going to build a lot of nice houses and stuff. And this straight road can act as some sort of like hub into the town and then connect up to like the city proper, which is likely to be... Well, I think down here it would be really nice if we had like you know, all the tall buildings and stuff on this like sort of peninsula here. That would be nice. So we'll have to buy the land here, and then over to the side here we can have like some I don't know, industrial or whatever. Maybe another like little hamlet over here, and then on the other side of the road here we can have like an overpass and maybe some more like suburbs and stuff over here. I think that'll be nice. It's looking all right so far anyway. Great. Okay, let's go for it then. Let's get the old paint bucket and let's start making some houses. Here we go. Houses, everybody? Yes? Is everybody feeling the houses? I sure am. It's great. Oh, I just realized too, we're going to need some water too. We'll hook that up in a sec. Do we want all of this to be houses? We might as well, actually. Let's make this whole thing. I think we can just use this. Look, we can just go like crazy with this. We don't want too many houses on the main road, but certainly on these like back roads here, we do want these to be all houses. So let's go for that. We'll go for something like this. Oh, look at this. The old painter is quite nice, actually, isn't it? You can just like use this tool to like paint all these little grids so they pop up where the buildings are going to go. You can use the fill, which is quite good too for like long, like if we wanted to build a whole bunch of stuff here, we could easily just use the fill thing and like fill it up. But this is quite nice for like all these tricky little bits here at the back. There we go. Look at all these houses. We'll have to get some plumbing in, and we might need to look at power as well, because I think one wind turbine isn't really going to cut it for all this stuff. Can we get that? Oh yeah, we got it. Oh, look at that. It's great. And that too. And this one? Oh, wonderful. Okay, perfect. We're almost there. We'll just finish all this up. Great. We want all this stuff to be here too. Look, somebody's going to live right next to the water tower that says Donutsville on it. I'm not sure how they're going to feel about that. And look, everybody's complaining about water already. Fine. Let's get some sewage and also some clean drinking water in here. We'll just hook it up there, and then we'll have like a nice pipe that comes down like this. Wonderful. And also over here, like this, like that, like that. Hook it all up. Look, it looks like the Pentagon a little bit. No? Maybe just me? All right, fine. Okay, and hook it up here too. Perfect. And we probably also want some coverage here too, because I think there's going to be some houses there at some point. Excellent. Okay. A little bit of demand for industrial now that that we've got so many residences popping up in Donutsville, which is fine. And also demands for power. We have availability, which is going to start to decline soon. But you see, like, as the houses are made, it like has this sort of like area of influence or whatever. That's what you just hook up the power lines to. You don't have to like hook them right up to a house. You just have to get them into like this little sort of like baby bluish area around the houses when they pop up. I don't know why these ones aren't getting power. They're like close enough, and they're in the... there we go. They're slowly getting it. So this will like start to... what's going on? Many power problems. It seems to be just like... we might need another one of these, actually. So what's the output of this going to be? 7 megawatts. We'll do that. We're going to have to move these eventually too, because look, we've built 2 of these now. They're going to be noisy as all hell. And sooner or later, there's going to be houses here too. I hope this isn't going to be like a huge problem for traffic. It doesn't appear like it's going to be. And we can also get like buses and stuff later when we need them. Buses to take people from here to this other sort of mystery part of the part of the place. Look. There's like one turbine out in the distance here. Nobody knows how it got there, or there's not even a road out there or anything. It's like the Egyptians and the pyramids. It's like some huge mystery that's gonna last the ages, where everybody's like, how did that turbine get out there? How did they get all the materials out there? Did they just have a long row of people carrying all the gizmos and gadgets on their backs and then put it up in the night when nobody was paying attention or whatever? It's a true mystery. Nobody knows. Okay, fine. We need some more industry as well, so we can probably... that's going to knock down the power line. That's okay. We can put it back up in a second. We'll have like another sort of... There we go. We'll do this. And we'll put the old paint bucket thing on and do that. And then we'll also hook up this power line to here. It's like a short power line. Is that going to cut it? Not quite. Look, it's just. Please. I think once these buildings go up, it'll like... expand out just enough, possibly. Oh my god, it's tense. Is it gonna happen? We might need to actually do something like we might need to do this. Okay, that should work. And there, fully available electricity. possibly not water. We haven't extended the water pipes back to you. See, there's always something to think about in this game. It's very stressful, isn't it? See, you always have to like be on your game. You have to be like, oh, do I have power lines? Check. Do I have water pipes? Check. I mean, that is it. That's the list. It's a 2-point list, but still, I mean, if you're thinking about other stuff, like maybe you're thinking about like your dad and what kind of job your dad does and stuff like that, you might not be thinking about power lines and pipes. I mean, anything's possible. It's all stuff that you have to take into account. Great. My God. It's only taken us like 3 hours, but we have achieved the status of Little Hamlet. Look at that. We can now use taxes. We can use loans. We can make garbage, healthcare, and education facilities, which is nice. Elementary school, medical clinic, and landfill site. Wonderful. All things that we need for Donutsville to truly thrive. And the game speed has been adjusted. I have to readjust it. Perfect. Okay, great. So we have 712 smackers coming in every hour, I think. And we have a grand total of 25,772 smackers in the bank and growing at an hourly rate, which is fantastic. So we've got plenty of money to like expand things out, make new stuff or whatever. We should get districts unlocked pretty soon. Just need a population of 1,000, which we should get with relative ease once these places start to spring up or whatever. Of course, nothing is going to grow now, though, because everybody's going to start complaining about garbage disposal. Gosh darn it. We're going to have to make, like, some sort of... do we want to have... Yeah, I think we do. We want to have another exit for roundabout, which comes down to here, and then we want to get the curved roads on. So we're going to have something that sort of, like... There we go. We're going to have this curve off to, like, here, potentially. Yeah, that works. And we'll have something come down to here. Oh, no, we don't want that to curve, actually. We want it to be straight. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll have like a dirt... This is fine. I think this will be fine for a dirt road. So we'll have a dirt road that comes off of this road. And this is like going to be like out in the middle of nowhere sort of thing. And then we'll have a dump. This is where the dump is going to be. Look at that, connected with a dirt road. I think that's fitting for a dump, actually. How much is the dump going to cost? The landfill site is going to cost us $4,000 and 160 smackers a week. That's fine. I don't think it needs electricity or anything either, and it's going to really pollute this area, but that's fine. We want it out of the way. We don't want it near anything because we want like our land value to be good for like houses and commercial areas and stuff like that. And we should now have... Oh, look at that. It's like a motorcade of garbage trucks. Look at them all coming down the road. They have one sole objective, and that is to exterminate all trash from Donutsville. All of those empty donut boxes and those wrappers for singles. And maybe even like the big party boxes that you get for like Timbits and stuff like that. I don't know if you ever had those, but I mean, when I was growing up, that was like a thing. You went to like a birthday party and somebody just had a great big box of donuts and or Timbits, which are like donut holes. They're like little balls, like donut balls. Pretty nice, actually. Great. Okay, so it looks like the garbage trucks have made it into Donutsville. It didn't take them very long, and they're now collecting the trash, which is wonderful. Are there any big traffic problems? No, there's not. And look at this. The whole place is coming along pretty nice, isn't it? There's people complaining about stuff here. Citizens being sick. Look at that. They're sick. They have... like headphones on or something? I don't know. But basically, I guess the game is telling us now that we have to have some sort of medical facility in the form of a medical clinic, which is going to cost us 10,000 smackers and 400 smackers a week. But it'll be well worth it. Look at that. There's still some pretty healthy people in Donutsville, surprisingly. But there are also some people who are unhealthy. Where do we want to build this? We probably want to build it around here somewhere, I think. We'll build it like off the main road, but not too close to the intersection. I think here's probably fine. There we go. Wonderful. We now have a medical clinic. And ambulances. Oh, look at this. The ambulances have scrambled out straight away to help deal with all these sick people. Look, they just pull up to their houses and they cart them out on stretchers and they're taking them back to the local clinic to probably turn them into some like super zombies or something. Because I don't think the policy for Donutsville has been set up to actually treat patients. I think we're actually sort of growing an army of like super mutants or something over here. What's going on with the power? Our power availability is suffering somewhat. It seems to be spiking a little bit. We might need to think about moving these wind turbines out. Oh, into the mystery territory. Actually, we're pretty lucky for wind out here. Look at this. We've got all of these like nice dark blue spots and places to set up wind turbines to get like the maximum yield from them. I mean, we set up these two over here, which, well, it wasn't ideal. How much are these? There's $6,000 to put down. I mean, we could put down another one like here. Do we want to put one down here? I mean, we can move these again later. We're going to be rolling in cash like in no time. So we can probably... Let's put one here. We'll put one here so it's like somewhat out of the way. We'll get a power line in. There we go. And that should help us for the time being anyway. Should have enough power to power Donutsville. And see the construction of like new houses and stuff like that. I think it'll be fine. How are we doing for health and garbage? Fine? Nobody's complaining anymore? Oh man, everybody in Donutsville is very, very happy. Look, they're all so happy. Everybody's like bustling around this really busy intersection that's just like littered with big bites and like burger joints and many donut shops. Look, donuts, burgers, donuts. Look, there's signs for donuts everywhere because that is the main industry of Donutsville. And of course, all these factories are working 24/7, 365 to get all those donuts produced and everything. Build more industrial. Look, they want more. They want more donuts. I can't believe it. We've got demand for commercial as well, which we can probably place down. We can probably fill some of these empty spots here with some commercial. Do we want some commercial here? Maybe some small commercial here. We want to try to get commercial like condensed into the center here because this is like the sort of like, I don't know, meeting point for like this small little hamlet or whatever. Oh, we have new service. Oh yeah, shoot. I forgot about the schools too. Do we want to have like, here we go. We'll have like another donut shop like as you come in too, just to sort of wet everybody's whistles as they're coming off the roundabout and coming into the town. I'll have like some sort of donut store here, or maybe it might be like a gas station or something. What's this going to be? It's big. Oh, it is. Look, there's one donut shop and whatever this is going to be. Another donut shop. Just in case you missed the first one. You get the second one right next to it. And you can just stop in and have donuts. Or maybe you can do like the donut tour, you know, like the donut challenge in Donutsville. They have something similar in Jersey where like you have to go get a whippy ice cream at a whippy van. It's called the whippy challenge. So you go to one whippy van, get an ice cream, and then you have time to eat that ice cream in your car before you get to the next van. Because it's like, it used to be like a summer like holiday destination over here. So you still have like lots of touristy stuff like ice cream vans pretty much everywhere during the summer and stuff. So maybe Donutsville can have the same sort of thing. We can have like the donut challenge where you have to drive to this donut shop, buy a donut, and then you have to eat it before you get to the next donut shop. Get to this one, buy a donut, and then you have to eat it before you get to the... and so on and so forth, all the way through Donutsville. That could be like a thing. There's not really anything to see in Donutsville, so why not, right? Have some sort of like incentive to come to Donutsville other than living like some quiet, idyllic life here out in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by your friends and family who all work for a donut factory. No? Man, this is cool, isn't it? Look at the nice view of this. It's really sort of... It's starting to come together a little bit. How are we doing with... oh, yeah, okay. So we still have all of this to fill. I mean, we probably want to get... Should we get... We have demand for commercial, but we don't want to build, like, too much of it. But along these main roads seems to be ideal for commercial, actually. Let's try to get some commercial in here, too. And do we want to have... Oh, that should be fine, actually. We could probably have like a little bit more stretching out to here. We don't want to go like too big too fast. We just want it to grow nice and slowly and organically. Look at this. It's nice. There's like no problems or anything. We have 11,000 smackers in the bank. And how much is this going to cost? We can make a school too. We can start educating the people of Donutsville with an elementary school for $160 a week, which we can totally afford. And we can place it for $10,000. We can afford that too. Let's have it next to like the medical center. So it means that Well, it's going to cover like all of this area, but it's not going to extend out to this area. And this area is probably going to be a bit more populated, but I'm not sure if it really matters, actually. I think it'll have some extension out into here, and if we need to build another one, we can. So let's have it here. We'll have it here next to the medical center. Look at how happy everybody is straight away. Everybody's like, oh boy, now I can send my kids to school, and they can learn how to make donuts and how to properly glaze them, and donut sprinkle technology 101 and all of that good stuff. And all these kids are going to grow up and they're going to be able to contribute back to Donutsville, no problem. It's going to be fantastic. I got the Twitter thing here saying, government, is the city planning what? I missed that. Is the city planning to build more industry? Unemployed welder. Liberal use of hashtags there, but that's fine. So we have a welder who's unemployed. Unfortunately, the only jobs that we're really offering in this place are donut related, and welding, of course, is something that we don't want to be doing to the donuts. We don't want to weld the sprinkles onto the donuts because we want the sprinkles to be able to come off the donuts for people to enjoy them. Worthy Village, holy shit, we've done it. My god, 1,000 people. We've reached a population of 1,000 in like, well, it's been like 5 hours. Fine. We can now buy new areas, new features. We have districts, policies, second loan, industry specializations, and services policies. Fantastic. Fire department, police department, unique buildings, forestry specialization. God, there's a lot of unlocks. Power uses, what? These are all policies as well. Great. The important one here, of course, is districts, which is fantastic. So now we can actually name this area properly. This will be the district of Donutsville. Fantastic. Look at this. Here we go. We'll just get this all. Oh my goodness. I love this. This is probably the best part of the game, actually, for me. I love having this like district thing, the big paintbrush and stuff. It's awesome. So it's trying to call it Belmont Hills. Of course, we don't want to call this Belmont Hills. We want to call this Donutsville. And donut, of course, using the Dunkin' Donuts spelling of donuts, which is apparently not the way you spell donuts. But there you go. Donutsville. Here we go. We now have a district set up for Donutsville. Fantastic. And over here is just sort of like Trashland. And actually, we just put one circle down. And it's not Garnet's Heights. It is, in fact, Trashland. Because we're going to set up more trash down here. Look, right on top of the dump, too. Fantastic. The newest reality show airs tonight. Is this real? I don't know. Actually, Donutsville, a district has been set, and it's thriving. Look at all these fucking arseholes parking on the side of the road, if you can believe that. I don't know if that happens in real life where you live, but it does happen to me, and it bugs me. And it bugs me to see it in the game, although it is actually kind of cool in-game that they do that, because it looks a lot more realistic, doesn't it, having cars parked on the side of the roads and stuff like that. I mean, you can't really see them from too far away, but you can see them from there, which looks nice. Get this like nice eagle eye view of Donutsville and the fire that is now raging at one of the donut shops in Donutsville. Of course, we have no way to, well, we will in a second, actually. We're going to build this fire department. Firehouse is pretty expensive, 12 grand and $560 a week. I mean, we can afford it. We're going to have to get like a police station and stuff as well. We want to make sure that this has like the best possible coverage. And I think maybe putting it here will give... It's not the best because like over here, it's not going to cover. Look, there's some crime elements out here too. It's all moving so quickly now. But we want to make sure that the firemen can get to the industrial area as well with relative ease. So let's set up the fire station here. We should be fine. We can look at policies later, actually. Perfect. Okay, so Donutsville is doing well. We have some fire coverage. Well, we got first fire engines, according to the little bird. But we have like a really bad police and crime problem. It's 12. We can afford this too. Look, we can afford a police station, no problem. Should we put it right next to the fire station? I feel like, yeah, we should. It'll be like out here in the sticks, police station. They can easily get into town and stuff. It'll be fine. 12,000? Perfect. Great. We're still flush. Look at that. We still got money. We still got money coming in. We now have a police and fire station, and everybody seems to be fairly happy. I think the actual influence of the police station stretches a lot further than the fire station does. So that's fine. All these things will start like disappearing before long. Traffic is flowing. There's no real big problems. We have a population of 1,157 people, and we're growing by 30 every day. All these people in Donutsville are really getting their freak on and making lots of babies and stuff. We have garbage collection now. Power still seems to be like a little bit of a problem. We might need to look at maybe getting like a coal power plant or something before long. We have enough turbines. I suppose we could probably get some more if we save up a bit more money. But we can do that later. Great. Excellent. All right. I feel like we've done a bit, actually. I was kind of worried that we were going so slow that we wouldn't get anything done. But Donutsville is really shaping up. It's starting to look really nice. It does look like a sleepy little hamlet. And then before long, we'll have like a big city set up over here. Like this road will lead into the city or whatever. We'll have like a big highway and stuff. It's going to be awesome. We can basically like reconstruct like LA or something like that. It'll be really cool, you know, with like those like weird canals that never have water in them that they used in Terminator 2. Remember with the big truck chase and stuff? It's pretty cool. I remember that from when I was smaller. And of course, I remember it from when I was older as well, because Terminator 2 is awesome and I watch it like all the time. Great. Grow the city. I will do that. Perfect. Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this so far. Lots of really nice feedback from the first episode. So keep letting me know. Comments and Reddit and stuff like that. Let me know what you think of the game. It's not even out yet. So far, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I think it's fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to it coming out so that you guys can all play it too. There's going to be lots of like modding and community stuff. It seems to already have like a very sort of thriving community around it. It's particularly in the subreddit for City Skylines, and their forums are very active as well. So all good so far. It's looking very, very promising for this game, and rightfully so. It is very good. It's very fun. Great. Well, as usual, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.